Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Secrets of the Dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We're excited.
I'm very excited. In these videos, we're going to update you on how it's going behind Tales of Alethrion, the next episodes.
Yep.
And yeah, we look forward to it.
Yeah, just talk about what's going on.
Yep.
So you know what's going on.
So, Kenneth.
Yes.
It's been quite a hectic period. The last period of Sun Creature. We have moved into a new studio here in Copenhagen, and some of us has been in Viborg. You and Thibaut. How's that been?
Yeah, me and Thibaut were still in Viborg, and I just moved here last week.
Yeah.
With all my stuff.
Yes.
So there was a lot of things to move over, but it's nice. It's nice to get out of your own house when you work.
Yeah.
Before I was just you wake up and then you sit and work and then you go back to sleep. But now you get up and you get out and you meet people. So that's a big bonus.
Yes.
And then it's nice to be in Copenhagen together with you guys again.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Thibaut feels the same. And he is currently, him and Guillaume is searching for an apartment.
Yeah.
So we're almost all of us settled in Copenhagen now. Almost.
Yeah.
So pretty close.
And it's a fun thing moving to Copenhagen. It's also a little bit of a risk we took there because back in Viborg it's close to the animation workshop, which is a really awesome place. Might be the animation capital in Denmark. I would say.
I would say so, especially if you're up and coming, up and rising.
Yeah.
Because it's really developing a lot, that environment, where Copenhagen feels a little bit more grounded, and it's a little more mild, like the old dogs you're playing with when you're over here in Copenhagen. But it has its benefits as well.
Yes. So today we're going to talk about, I'm just going to put this straight here.
Mickey Mouse microphone.
It's very beautiful. Today we're going to talk about the story, where we are now with the episodes and designs.
Yes.
How was the designs for the bagger spin? That was what we started with, right?
Yeah. We're almost done with it now. That was what I was doing while I was in Viborg. We were doing a little bit of story over Skype, but it works better when you're sitting together.
Yeah.
But I think almost all of the bagger designs are done now. We're only missing a few. Maybe 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
And it's been very fun. It's really fun to get a lot of strange designs in that you need to sort of adjust into the world of Alethrion and adjust into the style. And then it's also a challenge to sort of fit it into the story in a natural way. But that's also part of the challenge and what's fun. When you look at all the characters and say, okay, this guy could actually look like that character who could be with this person and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's fun. And I think there were some nice characters this time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so too. Maybe we should take a look at some of the
some of the baggers.
Yeah. Just let's check some of the ones that has been uploaded to the Facebook page.
And then here there will probably be some images coming up on your screen.
So let's just go up here.
Yep. So we can take Bess.
Yeah.
Her character.
Bess Katerinsky, one of our favorite followers since the beginning.
The days of yonder.
Yeah.
Yes. And she sent this character Nix to us. That's her own creation. She just sent a description of it. What she was imagining and the backstory and stuff like that. And then you get that to work with. And then this is how she turned out. A dark-skinned transformer lady.
What's her story? It was some animal transformation.
Yes, I mean, it's a long time since I did it now, so it's a little bit rusty in my head. But I know that she's part of a clan where they can transform into animals.
Yeah.
And she is, her skin is unnaturally darker than everyone else. So that makes her a bit of an outcast. and as far as I remember, that's also part of the reason why she traveled out. And she can transform into a panther.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, cool. That's nice. Black Panther.
Black Panther, of course.
Cool.
And then she also always has these brightly colored eyes.
That's a very cool story. Yeah, I remember in the first hero she was a genie, sitting and playing with fire. So actually, best these characters are going to be spread out over more episodes. Yeah. That's cool. We talked about implementing her in the story, where we can get into the story later. But Vito, he's getting a quite serious girlfriend, as it is in the story right now.
Yes.
And we think that this girl looks very much like the design we're thinking for her. So right now we're playing around with how maybe they could be knowing each other.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Cool. But let's see another one here. This one.
It's
Klaus Jas Joplin.
It's from a webcomic with some animated parts in it as well. Again, it's been a while as well since I did this one, so I might not remember correctly, but I do remember seeing her in a webcomic.
Yeah.
And something about that, it's actually a human, but then he gets transformed into this animal fox-like being in this other world that they go into, as far as I know.
Ah, cool.
But you can, it's also on the link to our Facebook page where you can go into the comic and check that out.
Ah, cool. Yeah, it's gonna be really nice to see these characters animated in the show.
Yeah.
I think this one is one of my favorites as well. It's called Zack. But I really like the Paladin, which also came out not long ago. This one's also nice. The Paladin that comes up here. That one is so cool, I think. I could see some really epic scenarios with this guy in the show.
Yeah. Especially we're planning a lot of stuff with him in Amarath's story.
Yeah, right now.
And we won't spoil anything, but he's going to be a big character in that one, I think.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. But maybe it's a good point to get into the story, actually. So we've been doing all these designs, Kenneth mainly, and Thibaut also. Now we are sitting in our minds with post-it notes everywhere as usual, but we have actually been doing it a lot on the computer now.
Because I was in Viborg.
Yeah.
So we were doing a lot of the brainstorms sessions over Skype and on a Google Drive.
Yeah.
Normally what we do as a technique is that we say we have this character and we talk a little about what directions would we like to go with it, what do we just from day one where we just sit here, what do we imagine to do with it, and then we give ourselves 5 minutes where we just write a little brainstorm quickly around just small keywords and stuff like that, and then we talk about that afterwards, and then sort of build up the story through a lot of these brainstorms, because that often gives you new directions or stuff you didn't think about to work from. So if we had sat together, we would have done it on post-it notes and had it on a big wall, but this time it was digital.
Yeah. And we actually started with doing epic Vito and Wilhelm's story.
And the way when we wrote the story for them, the way that it developed just felt more natural that it would come before Amara's story.
Yeah.
So for now we're gonna release Vito Wilhelm's story first, and then Amarath after that.
What we want to do with the reward is to be able to make all of the episodes, and Vito and Wilhelm's episode is probably gonna be done split into 3.
Because if we want to make the whole thing and put that out really fast, then it's going to affect the quality a lot. But if we can somehow figure out a way to do that in the production, an easy way of doing it in smaller bites, then we can keep the quality and still give a more
regular output. Yeah, and it's gonna, we're really looking forward for this. Also, it has kind of changed the way we see story. For example, in the old times, we would make the structure so you had one episode which had a beginning, middle, end, and it would have the dramas. Now we can kind of make one episode which is in one timeline, another episode in another timeline, or the cliffhangers and all this. That's going to be fun to play with.
It's going to be fun. It's a new way of making stories. Yeah. But it's going to be fun to do.
Yeah. Cool. But for now, that was what we had for you today.
Yeah. I hope it was informative.
Yeah, it's awesome making films with you.
Yeah, you too.